Hey, this is Joe from the Cell Phone Geek here. Today we're going to talk about, we got a new computer here, as you can see on my screen. I got all these extra programs on here. When you first boot the computer up for the first time, you get all these extra apps that you're probably never going to use. So I'm going to show you today on how you can uninstall them. So first off, make sure you're on Wi-Fi. He's telling me to remind me to do that. Alright, I'll do that later. Make sure you're on Wi-Fi, so you're on the internet. Then go ahead and open up Internet Explorer, which mine's on the bottom. Once that opens up, go ahead and go to Google, just regular Google. Ignore whatever else stuff comes up here. And in the Google search here, when you get to it, type in Revo space Uninstaller. On mine it popped up, so go ahead and click on Revo Uninstaller. And then you want to go and find the one either from CNET or from Revo's site themselves, but make sure you don't get the Pro version. So I'm going to go to the CNET, download.cnet, so I get the free version, because there's a free and a paid for. The difference is if you're using the paid for one, if you're a big company compared to if you're just a single home user. So then go ahead and click the download now button, and a window will pop up here, ask you to save it. So I'm going to go ahead and save it. It's downloading. It's a real small file, so it should download pretty fast. Mine's already done downloading. Go ahead and click run. Close out of Internet Explorer. If I'm going too fast, you can pause the video and go back. And let's see. There we go. Click run. And you have to hit yes. That's through Windows, making sure it's okay to allow you to install the program. Then the CNET downloader program comes up. So you want to go ahead and hit next step, make sure it's the program you want, which is Revo Setup. And then you're going to want to do a custom installation, and you want to uncheck the Install AVG Security Toolbar, and that should uncheck the other two, which set and keep protect AVG secure search as my home page. You don't need to have any of that stuff. So custom install, uncheck Install AVG Security Toolbar, and the other two should automatically uncheck. Go ahead and hit next step. And then you have to accept the terms by clicking next step. You select to agree to install coupon company and their terms of service. So you want to hit do not accept, otherwise it'll be installing this coupon companion to your computer. So hit I do not accept, hit accept, or hit the accept button at the bottom. Alright, it says thank you, your download is complete. So hit install now. And the Revo program here is ready to be installed, so click OK. Click next. I have to agree to the terms on this, so check the box. This is for Revo, as it says on top, Revo Uninstaller. You can read through the terms if you'd like. Go ahead and click next. It's going to tell you where it's going to be saving it, and wherever you save it should be fine. Up to you. So I hit install. Program's installed, and it says run Revo Uninstaller, so leave that checked and hit finish. And it'll automatically open the Revo program once it's done. They're trying to sell you the free version, but you can just go ahead and close out this window, because it has all the features either way. So then this is the program here, Revo Uninstaller, and this shows you a list of all of the programs currently on your computer. This is very similar to if you go to Start, Control Panel, and then depending on which view you have, either Programs and Features if you're under the icons, or if you're under Category like this, you hit Uninstall a program. It shows the same list of programs here, but by doing it through the control panel, it doesn't remove every single file from that program. So that's why I like the Revo Uninstaller. If after you uninstall the program, Revo program goes in and removes any extra data from the program that you were trying to uninstall, so it's completely gone. It erases every single mark of it from your computer. Windows Control Panel program uninstaller does not do that. It just uninstalls whatever files that Windows can find, and that's it. So go ahead and you can close out of that. You don't really need to go there. I was just showing you that. So under Revo Uninstaller, you want to go through here and find all of the programs that you don't want on your computer, and then click on one like the Google toolbar for Internet Explorer. I don't want that, so you click it, and it says uninstall. You click on this, and if you don't know what the program is, like say I didn't know what this Google toolbar was, once you click it and then you right click, so it's the the right button on your mouse, this drop-down menu pops up, and then it gives you the option that says search at Google for, and then you could it'll automatically, if you click this, I'll click it for you. It automatically opens up Internet Explorer or Firefox, whatever browser you're using, and it will load. It'll actually do the Google search for you, so you don't even have to type anything in, and then it'll tell you about it. So here's all the different links on that program, which was the Google toolbar, and then you can even download it from here, and it tells you all about it. But I'm just going to close this window since I know what it is, and once it's selected like it is here, just did a refresh. But if you click on it, so it's selected like this, then you click the uninstall button. Then it says, are you sure you want to uninstall the selected program? And it tells you it's Google toolbar for Internet Explorer. Hit yes, and then you either want to select the moderate or advanced. The moderate, it tells you what it is. It says includes the safe mode and performs an extended scan to find all of the applications leftover information in the most common places of the registry on the hard drive. Or the advanced includes the moderate mode and performs a deep and thorough scan to find all of the applications leftover information in the registry and on the hard drive. This is the slowest mode. I'm just going to go with the moderate because the Google toolbar isn't that big of a program. So and then I don't really care if a little bit of it's left over, but most of it should be gone. So I'm going to leave it on moderate and click next. And they'll start here with their process. And then the uninstall from the program itself usually pops up. It doesn't always. If they don't have one, it won't pop up. But if they do, another window would pop up, and you do their regular uninstall from the program itself, and then it'll come back to this window screen here from Revo, and it'll get you with the next steps. And it even tells you that it will no longer auto start if it was an auto start program. And this program, it wanted you to answer a survey asking you why you're uninstalling it. I'm just going to close the survey. You don't need to take the survey. So once you're back, it says uninstall. It shows it did all 4 steps, and now it's ready to go to next because the green progress bar is across. So hit next. It's going to scan your computer for any registry or anything that's left on the hard drive, leftover files, folders, and registry items related to the program that was installed, that you're uninstalling now, which is the Google toolbar. So now it's scanning the whole computer real quick, looking to see if it left anything behind, and it will show you if it did or not here in a second once the green goes across. Alright, so then you gotta click the next button, and this is what it left. It looks like it left all this stuff, but it actually only left this last file here, which is just a bunch of random numbers and letters, which is somehow linked to Google toolbar. I do not recommend clicking on the checkbox next to my computer, because I know somebody that I know, they clicked that, which checks all these automatically, but then it erased everything out of their registry, which you do not want to do. So do not click any of these boxes up here. What you want to do is click on the bottom here, either select all, deselect all, and then to delete. But you want to hit select all, which yes, it selects them all, but it doesn't select everything that is within there. Like underneath my computer, it's not selecting everything in the my computer registry. It's only selecting the stuff that's within these specific folders that are listed here. So that's why I tell you to click the select all, not the deselect all. And then once you do that, so that it's selected as so, then you want to click the delete button. And if you do this wrong, it's not my fault, it's not my responsibility. I warned you, so it's up to you. So go ahead and hit delete. It'll pop up and it says, are you sure you wanted to delete the selected registry items? So I hit yes, and they are deleted, which was really only one file. It was just buried in a bunch of folders. So what it did is it just deleted that one file out of the folder, because that folder may have other stuff in it. So it only deleted that one file. So then go ahead and click next, and then it tells you it's finished, it's completely uninstalled, procedure successfully. If you want to search for more leftover items, you can press the back button and try a more advanced uninstall mode for a deeper scan. So I'm going to hit finish, and that program's now gone. So now if I go to Internet Explorer here, put it up, and Google toolbar is gone. It used to appear here in the top, one of these top toolbars here, and it's gone. So it works. Go ahead and you can close out of that. The next thing I'm going to uninstall is the McAfee Internet Security Suite. If you saw, there was a, here I'll go back to Internet Explorer. They have their toolbar here. McAfee has a toolbar in Internet Explorer, which will take that out, and it's going to take out the program which is running here in the bottom. So I'm going to select the program and hit uninstall. And then it says, are you sure you want to uninstall McAfee? I'm going to hit yes. And then this one, I'd recommend doing the advanced mode, because this is a bigger program. It's like an antivirus, anti-malware, anti-spam. anti-phishing, and firewall as well. And I'm not going to be using this one because this one slows your computer down. I never activated it, but it starts running anyways, even though you don't have it set up. I don't have it set up to config to start running. So I'm going to do the advanced mode so everything gets taken off. And then I'll show you what programs I recommend. Actually, I'll tell you real quick the programs I recommend as is uninstalling. Program I recommend using instead of McAfee would be Komodo, which is a free program. It's an antivirus and it's a firewall and it's an anti-spam. All in one. It's a free program. It's called Komodo, C-O-M-O-N-D-O. Komodo. And punch that into Google and you'll find that they have an internet suite. You can pay for it or you can use the free version. The free version does almost everything that the paid for version does. So you can test out the free version. If you like it, I would recommend purchasing it. It's a great program. Not everybody likes to use a firewall, so you don't have to use a firewall feature on it. So you can just download the antivirus through Komodo. Or there's other antivirus programs you could download, like AVG antivirus, which is a good one. The 2012, I believe, is what they're on now, which is a great one. I use that for some of my customers when I repair other people's computers. And another one that I use is called Avast. It's A-V-A-S-T. It's another antivirus program. It's a free program. They require you to punch in your email address for a serial or a product key for 14 months, and then once that 14 months expires, then they'll ask you for your email again. And what they do is they ask you for your email. I think you punch in your name and your email, and then within 24 hours they send you an email back with the product key, and then you take that product key and copy and paste it or type it in to the Avast program, and then that program's been registered to you. Which is good. Then it's registered to you. They have a record of it, and you have a record of it. It is a free program, and they do not sell your email out. So they're just asking for your email address, so they have a record of you registering that specific antivirus program with your computer. And that's another great program. I use that for some of my customers if I have their email handy, and I ask them if it's alright if we sign them up for that one. So, and that one is free also. There is paid for version on both of the Avast and AVG. I would recommend trying out the free version first, and if you really like it, then go out and buy the paid for version. Otherwise, stick with the free version. Alright, so the McAfee remove antivirus software. Select the programs that you want to remove, and then click remove. So this is how I was telling you where it's using the Revo Uninstaller, but now it actually opened up the McAfee Uninstaller within itself. So we're going to run through the McAfee Uninstaller. So I'm going to check both of these because I don't want any of the stuff from the Site Advisor or the McAfee Internet Security Suite. So I'm going to hit remove. And then it gives me a warning. Say you sure you want to remove the software, remove, otherwise hit cancel. So I'm going to hit remove. It's going to go through and you remove supposedly everything. And then Revo will find anything that's left over and we'll kill that here in a second. But McAfee is going to uninstall itself first. At least it says it is. What happens is they say it's removing, but they always leave parts behind because they think that you're going to reinstall that software again in the future. So if you do, then when you reinstall it later, the install process will be a lot faster than if it was never installed on your computer before. Because it'll already have some of the data saved, like your user data will be saved, and some of the other data will already be on the computer. But if you're not planning on reinstalling that program on your computer, like I'm not planning on using McAfee, you can go ahead and use the Revo Uninstaller and it'll kill it all. So then now it's asking to finish removing the McAfee software, close any programs you have open, and then restart. Well, you don't want to restart because if you restart the computer, Revo won't know what you were trying to uninstall or remove extra files from. So you always want to click restart later. So I clicked on restart later, and now I've finished scanning the whole computer for files that may have left, so I'm going to hit next. And it's going to double check and see what files are still left on the computer from McAfee, which obviously there's going to be some because it says it wasn't able to remove them all unless the computer was restarted. So it should find a couple here, and I'll tell you how many. Alright, so I'll click next, and it still has files that are left over in folders, files and folders. There's 1,773 files left, so you can go through and check all these boxes if you want, but that'll take you a really long time. You scroll through them all here. Otherwise, you can hit, like I told you before, you hit select all, and you can hit delete, which will delete all these. And this is not in the registry. This is just files and folders that are left in like C program files that tells you where they're located. So this is another add-on that the Revo Uninstaller has. So you can go ahead and hit delete once they're all selected, and then it says, "Are you sure you want to?" I hit yes, and it went through and it's deleting all those files. Alright, they're all deleted. I'm gonna hit next, and that was it. Successfully uninstalled. I'm gonna hit finish. So there's nothing left over in the registry. So all the extra user data files are now gone. Alright, let's see another program that I'm not going to use. I don't know, I like to start from the bottom and work my way up, but you can do it however you'd like. Windows Live Sign-In Assistant. I'm going to uninstall that because I'm not going to use that either. And I'm just going to do the moderate, hit next, and it should uninstall pretty quickly here. So you should see, pretty much that's how the Revo Uninstaller goes. You just find the programs you don't want, uninstall them, hit next here, and that will take off all the programs that are currently installed on your computer that you don't want. Alright, so here's the registry again, so just hit select all, which in this case, they're in different locations, but don't check the boxes, just hit select all and then hit delete, and it'll ask you if you delete them all, hit yes, they're gone, hit next, and hit finish. Alright, so that's how Revo Uninstaller works. You can go through and uninstall the rest of the programs that you're not going to be using, but for now, I'm just going to minimize that. I'm going to also show you some of these, like the eBay. If you looked here, I can show you in the list. Oh, eBay Worldwide. Usually eBay doesn't show up in the uninstall program. So in this case, like say it wasn't in the uninstall, you have the icon here on your desktop. If you go ahead and right click on it and then go down to properties, it'll tell you where it's located on your computer. It says start in C, then it's program files, OEM, eBay Worldwide. Well, you're under the shortcut tab. If you click on the general tab, oh, it's not going to let me do it. Usually it lets you do open file location, but in this case it's not going to let me do a file location. It says open file location, which is here, and it would go right to that folder where it's located. Otherwise you can open up my computer and find it that way and go in there, and usually it's just that one executable. You could delete the whole folder that it's in, and you just find the folder and then you just hit the delete key on your keyboard or right click on that folder and then click delete, and it'll delete it off of there and then it'll be gone. But since this one is installed as a regular application, I'm going to uninstall it through Revo Uninstaller. Uninstall, yes. I'm trying to think what else is there. Yeah, of course you have your getting started and all that stuff. That should be it. That's a good start to start your computer off, get your computer running faster. So you can start using it, start installing all of your new programs and copying over any files you have, any documents or pictures from your previous computer, and your computer will be running nice and quick, and you'll be all set. It'll be a new computer, but a real new computer. It'll be newer than before you had it, since now you took off all the applications and programs that you're not going to be using on the computer. So it'll be faster than the demo in the store, which is actually pretty cool. So your computer will be running quicker than the one that you can play around with in the store. Alright, so that's it for this episode. Have a great day. Don't forget to comment and rate and post any comments. Subscribe, thumbs up. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.